Chapter 3, Takeover, April 17th, 1975. It is afternoon, and I am playing hopscotch with my friends on the street in front of our apartment. Usually on Thursday I would be in school, but for some reason Pa has kept us all home today. I stop playing when I hear the thunder of engines in the distance. Everyone suddenly stops what they are doing to watch the trucks roar into our city. Minutes later, the mud-covered old trucks heave and bounce as they pass slowly in front of our house. Green, gray, black, these cargo trucks sway back and forth on bald tires, spitting out dirt and engine smoke as they roll on. In the back of the trucks, men wearing faded black long pants and long-sleeved black shirts with red sashes cinched tightly around their waists and red scarves tied around their foreheads stand body to body. They raise their fists to the sky and cheer. Most look young and all are thin and dark-skinned, like the peasant workers at our uncle's farm, with greasy long hair flowing past their shoulders. Long, greasy hair is unacceptable for girls in Cambodia and is a sign that one does not take care of her appearance. Men with long hair are looked down upon and regarded with suspicion. It is believed that men who wear their hair long must have something to hide. Despite their appearance, the crowd greets their arrival with clapping and cheering. And although all the men are filthy, the expressions on their faces is of sheer elation. With long rifles in their arms or strapped across their backs, they smile, laugh, and wave back to the crowds the way the king does when he passes by. "What's going on? Who are these people?" my friend asked me. "I don't know. I'm going to find Pa. He will know." I run up to my apartment to find Pa sitting on our balcony observing the excitement below. Climbing onto his lap, I ask him, "Pa, who are those men, and why is everybody cheering them?" "They are soldiers, and people are cheering because the war is over," he replies quietly. "What do they want?" "They want us," Pa says. "For what?" "They are not nice people. Look at their shoes. They wear sandals made from car tires." At 5, I'm oblivious to the events of the war. Yet I know Pa to be brilliant, and therefore he must be right. That he can tell what these soldiers are like merely by looking at their shoes tells me even more about his all-powerful knowledge. "Pa, why the shoes? Why are they bad?" "It shows that these people are destroyers of things." I do not quite understand what Pa means. I only hope that someday I can be half as smart as he is. "I don't understand." "It's all right. Why don't you go and play? Don't go far and stay out of people's way." Feeling safer after my talk with Pa, I climb off his lap and make my way back downstairs. I always listen to Pa, but this time my curiosity takes over when I see that many more people have gathered in the street. People everywhere are cheering the arrival of these strange men. The barbers have stopped cutting hair and are standing outside with the scissors still in their hands. Restaurant owners and patrons have come out of the restaurants to watch and cheer. Along the side streets, groups of boys and girls, some on foot, some on motorcycles, yell and honk their horns as others run up to the trucks, slapping and touching the soldiers' hands. On our block, children jump up and down and wave their arms in the air to greet these strange men. Excited, I cheer and wave at the soldiers, even though I don't know why. Only after the trucks have passed through my street and the people quiet down do I go home. When I get there, I am confused to find my whole family packing. What's going on? Where's everybody going? "Where have you been? We have to leave the house soon, so hurry, go and eat your lunch." Ma is running in every direction as she continues to pack up our house. She scurries from the bedroom to the living room, taking pictures of our family and the Buddha off the walls and piles them into her arms. "I'm not hungry. Don't argue with me. Just go and eat something. It's going to be a long trip." I sense that Ma's patience is thin today and decide not to press my luck. I sneak into the kitchen, prepared not to eat anything. I can always sneak my food out and hide it somewhere until it is found later by one of our helpers. The only thing I'm afraid of is my brother Coy. Sometimes he waits for me in the kitchen to make me eat proper food, or else. Heading to the kitchen, I poke my head into my bedroom and spy Kev shoving clothes into a brown plastic bag. On the bed, Gex sits quietly, playing with a handheld mirror, while Ju throws our brushes, combs, and hairpins into her school bag. As quiet as I can be, I tiptoe into the kitchen, and sure enough, there he is. He is feeding himself with his right hand, while his left gently touches a slim bamboo stick lying on the kitchen table. Next to the bamboo stick is a bowl of rice and some salted eggs. Most evenings, the younger kids in the house will gather in the kitchen to study Chinese, and a tutor uses the bamboo stick to point out characters on the blackboard. In the hands of my brother, it is used to educate us about something else entirely. I was taught to fear what my brother will do with it if I do not do as I am told. I give Koi my most charming smile, but this time it does not work. He sternly tells me to wash up and eat. In moments like these, I fantasize about how much I hate him. I cannot wait until I am as strong and as big as he is. Then I will take him on and teach him many lessons. But for now, since I am the smaller one, I have to listen to him. I whine and sigh with every bite of food. Every time he looks elsewhere, I stick out my tongue and make faces at him. After a few minutes, Ma rushes into the kitchen and begins to toss aluminum bowls, plates, spoons, forks, and knives into a big pot. The silverware clangs noisily, making me jittery. Then, picking up a cloth bag, she throws bags of sugar, salt, dried fish, uncooked rice, and canned foods into it. In the bathroom, Kim throws soap, shampoo, towels, and other assorted items into a pillowcase. "Aren't you finished yet?" she asks me, out of breath. "No." "Well, you better go wash your hands and get into the truck anyway." Glad to escape from Koi, who sits glaring at me, I hurriedly jump off my chair and head for the bathroom. "Ma, where are we going in such a hurry?" I yell out to her from the bathroom as Kim leaves with his bag. "You'd better hurry and change your shirt. The one you are wearing is dirty. Then go downstairs and get into the truck." Ma tells me as she turns away without answering. I believe it is because of my age that no one will ever pay attention to anything. Will never pay attention to me. It is always so frustrating to have your questions unanswered time and time again. Fearing more threats from Koi, I walk to my bedroom. The bedroom looks like a monsoon has passed through it. Clothes, barrettes, shoes, socks, belts, and scarves are strewn everywhere. On the bed that Drew and I share, as well as on Kev's bed. Quickly, I change out of my brown jumper and into a yellow short-sleeved shirt and blue shorts I pick up off the floor. Once finished, I walk downstairs to where our car is. Our Mazda is black, sleek, and much more comfortable than riding in the back of our truck. Riding in the Mazda sets us apart from the rest of the population. Along with our other material possessions, our Mazda tells everybody we are from the middle class. Despite what Ma tells me, I decide to head toward our car. I begin to climb into the Mazda when I hear Kim call out to me, "Don't get in there. Pa said we're leaving the Mazda behind." "Why?" "I like it more than the truck." Again, Kim is gone before answering my question. Pa bought the truck to use for deliveries for the import-export business he had briefly gone into with friends. The business never got going, so the truck has been sitting in our back alley for many months. The old pickup truck creaks and squeaks as Koi throws a cloth bag onto its floor. In front, Pa ties a large white cloth to the antenna, while Meng ties another to the side mirrors. Without any words, Koi picks me up and loads me onto the back of the truck, filled with bags of clothes and pots and pans and food. The rest of my siblings climb on board and we drive off. The streets of Phnom Penh are noisier than ever. Meng, Kev, Kim, Ju, and I sit in the back of the truck while Pa drives with Ma and Gek in the cab. Koi follows us slowly on his motorcycle. From up on our truck, we hear the booming roar of cars, trucks, and motorcycles, the jarring ring of the cyclo's bells, the clanking of pots and pans banging against each other, and the cries of people all around us. We are not the only family leaving the city. People pour out of their homes and into the streets, moving very slowly out of Phnom Penh. Like us, some are lucky and ride away in some kind of vehicle. However, many leave on foot, their sandals flapping against the soles of their feet with every step. Our truck inches on in the streets, allowing us a safe view of the scene. Everywhere, people scream their goodbyes to those who choose to stay behind. Tears pour from their eyes. Little children cry for their mothers, snot dripping from their noses into their open mouths. Farmers harshly whip their cows and oxen to pull the wagons faster. Women and men carry their belongings in cloth bags on their backs and their heads. They walk with short, brisk steps, yelling for their kids to stay together, to hold each other's hands, to not get left behind. I squeeze my body closer to Kev as the world moves in hurried confusion from the city. The soldiers are everywhere. There are so many of them around, yelling into their bullhorns, no longer smiling as I saw them before. Now they shout loud, angry words at us while cradling rifles in their arms. They holler for the people to close their shops, to gather all guns and weapons, to surrender weapons to them. They scream at families to move faster, to get out of the way, to not talk back. I bury my face into Kev's chest, my arms tight around her waist, stifling a cry. Ju sits silently on the other side of Kev, her eyes shut. Beside us, Kim and Meng sit stone-faced, watching the commotion below. "Kev, why are the soldiers so mean to us?" I ask, clinging even more tightly to her. "Shh, They are called the Khmer Rouge. They are the communists. What is a communist? Well, it's hard to explain. Ask Paul later, she whispers. Kev tells me the soldiers claim to love Cambodia and its people very much. I wonder then why they are this mean if they love us so much. I cheered for them earlier today, but now I'm afraid of them. Take as little as you can. You will not need your city belongings. You will be able to return in 3 days. No one can stay here. The city must be clean and empty. The U.S. will bomb the city. The U.S. will bomb the city. Leave and stay in the country for a few days. Leave now. The soldiers blast these messages repeatedly. I clap my hands over my ears and I hide my face against Kev's chest, feeling her arms tighten around my small body. The soldiers wave their guns above their heads and fire shots into the air to make sure we all understand their threats are real. After each round of rifle fire, people push and shove one another in a panicked frenzy, trying to evacuate the city. I am riddled with fear, but I am lucky my family has a truck in which we can all ride safely away from the panicked crowds.